Hello everyone and welcome. We are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and after a bit of time off, I am back picking up right where we left off 2 weeks ago. And why don't I start off just with a quick update. For those that didn't hear or missed my YouTube post on the matter, my 89-year-old father-in-law fell and broke his hip about a week ago, and and he was quite a ways from home when it happened. We were having a weekend off, we were all together, and then it happened. So ended up getting him to the hospital. He's had his surgery. The surgery all went well. He is in the recovery and physiotherapy portion of it, but he still is about 400 kilometers away from his home. So right now we're working on trying to get him to his home hospital so that his friends and things can go see him. That we're hoping will happen in the next couple of days. So I just wanted to sort of drop that off as a quick update. So why not explain kind of what is going on? And for those people, by the way, who have just never seen this stream before, this is my Kerbin-sized real solar system stream. We are playing KSP with a whole stack of mods. The whole list is down there in the description. But kind of the main mod that's defining everything is Kerbin-sized real solar system, which is the real solar system mod, but shrunk down to Kerbin-sized. So we have a Kerbin-sized Earth, a Kerbin-sized Moon, and all the rest of the solar system as well. And speaking of the Moon, that's what this is off to doing. This is Lunar 4, and it is on its way to the Moon to be our second craft, hopefully to land on the Moon. You can see there's a little lander there because I have this strategy coming from the Strategia mod to land in 3 biomes, and that will finish off that strategy, and then we'll move on to something else. I'm thinking of moving on to something that involves crew. That's, I think, what's going to be the next phase. But in order to do that, I do have to land in 2 more biomes. We've already landed in Oceanus Percellarum. And you can see there's a ton of biomes available, and we're going to we got to just land in 1 more, and if we can, or not 2 more, I'm sorry. So that's what the plan is today. What the third landing is going to be like, I don't know. I could just build another one of these and land, and that will work fine. I also 2 weeks ago, I keep thinking last week, but it was 2 weeks ago, was working on a lander that would return. It would get some samples and then return to Kerbin. Turned out my boosters are pretty pitiful, so I'm hoping to unlock some more boosters, but we'll see how that works. That's kind of neither here nor there right now. Right now, this guy's in orbit about the Earth, and we need to get it to the Moon. One other thing before we get started with that, and I do like to take the opportunity to thank my Patreon patrons and YouTube members who support this channel, and in particular, I'd like to welcome aboard my most recent members. And so, whoops, that's the wrong button there. I'm sorry. Welcome aboard. Can we see that? I am missing the button. Oh my gosh, I am off today. Oh, we can't really see that, but it is Zero Lad. Let's see if we can move. There, that looks better. So welcome aboard, Zero Lab, or Lad, I'm sorry. I do like the handle, by the way, and thank you very much for your support. And of course, very, very special thank you to everybody who helps to support this channel in whatever way they can. So thank you very much. So turn that off, and let's get back to talking about this guy. Now, one problem was drawn to my attention in the comments from last 2 weeks ago's stream. I just should say the last stream. And that is that this is the second of I already got one there. And the second one I had unlocked in the Gravioli detector, the GravMax negative Gravioli detector, and just sort of slapped it on, not really thinking about anything, and figuring, oh, well, that'll go out and we'll get some more science. It'll be great. But a bit of an issue, I am playing with the Kerbalism mod, and the Kerbalism mod, well, adds in further restrictions. And the GravMax negative Gravioli detector, well, it takes 90.5 days to work. It's actually running right now, believe it or not. Where's the GravMax? It's running right now, but it's hardly collected any science thus far. But during that time, it's generating data and trying to transmit that back home. And Somebody pointed out in the comments, and I checked it in the VAB, and they were right, of course. The Gravioli generates 13.28 kilobytes of data per second, and this little Communitron 16 antenna only transmits 2.2 kilobytes per second. So it is generating data quicker than what it can transmit. And what's going to happen if I click here on the data tab is there's a hard drive aboard this thing, and you can already see that this hard drive is 60% full. It's going to continue to fill up that hard drive until the hard drive is full, and then it'll shut down the experiment, and then it'll transmit back home the stuff, and then it'll have to turn it back on again. So it's going to make it take a lot longer, more longer than this 90 days. That's just what it is. I don't have actually an antenna that's fast enough to keep up with the GrabMax at this point. But what I think I'm going to do is at least, let's not let it crash on its own. Let's actually automate this. So if we go to the auto section, this is a neat thing in Kerbalism. If I go to, I can find it. If I go to linked, unlinked, drive full, there we go. So this, when the drive space is below 10%, what I want you to do is I want you to turn off the GrabMax gravity scan. There we go. And then when the drive is empty, when it's more than 85%, I want you to turn it on. I'm not going to bother with the rest of these. The rest of these transmit so quickly, it's not going to be an issue. But with the GrabMax, it will. I also noticed here that there's lots of options here, like if you have a communication signal or if you don't. If I'm in the shadow, I want to actually turn off everything. Should do that, because when we're on the dark side of the moon, which is going to be like for a couple of weeks a night, right? Just like our real moon is. I want everything to turn off. And then when you're back into the sunlight, I want you to turn everything back on again. So we'll put that automation in as well. And that will happen in the background, whether we have the vessel rendered or not, which is really nice. Okay, let's get back to our devices. I also, whoops, I went too far. There we go. I also, if I go to data, notice that this is in blue being transmitted right now, and I got all this other stuff as kind of a backlog. So I think what I'll do is turn this one off for now, get it to clean up the rest of this stuff, and then I'll turn back on the transmitting for the GrabMax. That way, it'll clear out this backlog of all these smaller things as well. Okay, so I'm being told I can land and then hop over to another biome. That probably is true. Didn't think about. No, it does say. Sorry, it says 3 different biomes, not 3 different landers. Oh, something to consider. We'll look at that. But right now, I haven't even gotten to the point where, oh, let's turn all the noise off, where I've even done my moon thing. Now, I think, I'm in the right, I did a good job this time of launching into the same plane as the moon. So let's just set this up and get this out there. Get this done. There's no other contracts to do, so nothing funky's going on. Just going straight out to the moon. Get ourselves into an orbit, put it down, and then we'll do the next one. That's going to be the plan. All right. Let's see here. Click to here. Okay. Oh. I need a little bit more prograde here. There we go. And I'm going to let it go into an inclined orbit because that will actually help to facilitate landing in different biomes. And then we'll have to choose where we're going to land once we're there. I have no plan as of the moment. Okay, that feels pretty good. Let's roll this back a little bit. And we'll go 28, sure. I don't see the problem with that. Okay, so that is coming up. And where are we here? Oh, just under 8 minutes. So let's do that. Let's see. I'm going to do a quick save. I always like to do that before I time warp. I just don't trust myself. Oh, you can see this data is being cleared out now. So once all that data is cleared out, I'm gonna run my maneuver executor, execute maneuver. I can remember. See, I'm gone for 2 weeks and I forget everything. All right. Oh, suggest you automate a shutdown for the GrabMax. Did I not just do that, John? Or is there something wrong with the automation I did? It'll be turning the GrabMax on back in the sunlight regardless of the drive state. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Is that, I don't know if you can prioritize this kind of stuff. Maybe not do the shadow thing with the GrabMax. Is that what it might be being suggested? GrabMax just does its thing. No, I probably want to do that. No, I probably do. Whatever. However it works, it works. It might fumble a little bit, but that's okay. I'm comfortable with that. All right, we're doing our burn. Burn vector, says Vector. All right, we are off with our little ship. Here, let's do a little bit of physics warping here and get this over with. Let's see how it does from here. Well, I'm very pleased with that. We'll do ourselves a little bit of a correction on our way there. And we'll just use a little bit of... Well, actually... You know what? No, but let's not do this. Sorry. Let's just get this motor. Let's just turn the thrust limiter like way, way down. And I'll just do this bit manually, just to bring it in a little closer. I do have to be a little bit aware of ignitions. I mean, there's a lot. There's 28 ignitions, but every burn, there's a chance that that engine will fail thanks to Kerbalism. But I'll just do a little tiny burn here and bring this down like this. Yeah, there's no Boolean interaction between those, so I can't say when it's this and this. So, yeah, that's what that is. Okay, I'm happy with that. Happy. Okay, we'll orient this for solar panel purposes. I do not see... Let's get the sun so that we can figure this out. There we go. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. It's trying to turn on experiments that are... Oh, because we just ran into the sun, so it's like going, oh, you want me to turn this on? Fine. We can turn this on. Oh, I know. Wait, I forgot. I got this run. I keep forgetting things I got. Align this along the normal vector. In a normal orientation. That's for solar panels. Delete that. Uh-oh. Had that window active. Just want to get these solar panels well placed. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. A little F5ing. Okay, let's time warp away. Again, I got the GrabMax specifically not transmitting right now. I just want to clear out... Oh, wait, these are other gravity scans. Sorry, let's clear... Okay. Why is there seismic... Oh, that's still landed on the forest. It's still... Wow. There's still a seismic scan from when we were on the surface. I didn't even realize that was running. Which KSRSS tree are you running? Default, Reborn, or Megapack? I honestly don't know. Not Reborn. I know that much. Sorry, I'm just watching my data being transmitted here. Okay, now what we can do is start transmitting all the rest of this stuff. Now it's just gravity scans. Yeah, I don't know. I got a link to where I downloaded it from. So I don't know enough about KSRSS to really answer that question. Why am I time warping this way? Let's just get out there. Warp to here. Okay. Still nothing but gravity scans. Yeah, you can see our hard drive is at 18%, so it's going to be shutting down pretty soon. Okay, we'll get ourselves a capture. And we'll call this. Oh, wait, you're another... I got KOS programs. Use them. Run circat periapsis. There we go. Don't know why I do. Okay, I'm gonna up this guy. 13-second burn sounds good. Solar panels still look like they have good exposure. There's our moon down there. A little bit of an F5-y thing. Let's get down there. But I think our hard drive's gonna be full pretty soon. Oh, wait, no, it's transmitting again. I just want to make sure. There's the device. Sorry. And I really should run my maneuver executor. It's going nice and quickly. I like it. Okay. Why is this stopped? Oh my gosh, why were all these things off? Kind of failed on that front. Oh, they're stopped because the is it stopped because the hard drive's full, or am I just... Oh, I can't. I've already got one going. Sorry, got multiple ones of those. It's my data. Data's fine. Maybe I never turned those on. I just messed up. Turn those on. Okay. Too many things. How many scripts you have for Moon? You mean these KOS scripts? I don't have anything written specifically for the Moon. They're just generic. Do this burn script. Execute, you know. Honestly, what you've seen is pretty much all I've made. Might have turned them off when we were at the shadow for a moment. That might have been something. I don't know what happened. What do we got? We got 20. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. All right. So now it's time. Oops. Why did I close that? Oh my gosh. Why did I close that? Run the alignment. And then now it's time to start thinking about where to put this guy down. So I do have a map. Where's my map? Let's get rid of this window, the Contracts Plus window. I do have a map. There's my biome map of the Moon. And it's sort of a funny pattern. There's a section here that it's not mapped yet, but that's because I'm pretty sure this section has been in the night the whole time. The Moon rotates very, very slowly the whole time while that scanner has been up, and that scanner doesn't work, only works during the day. So I think this section that I don't see is just because simply I've not been there in the nighttime. Now I've landed in... Can I not put my orbit on top of this? There it is. That's what I want. Okay. So I'm pretty darn close to being equatorial. What about... Okay, this is where I've landed, this yellow one. So what about... We should look at the day side. Can I show night day? I can. This is putting a... Oh, no! That's... Really? It's looking like... I don't know what's going on then. Let's... go for... Just thinking where to... I'm noticing it's all night here in the middle. That doesn't seem right. I don't know. Where should I go? Maybe here. What is this? Mare Oriental? Oriental? I don't know. We'll go for there. Can I see that? It should be just at the sunrise here. Let's close this. So on the other side, there. That's what we're going to go for. That looks like a good target, I think. Let's close this. So what we got to do is do a little bit of plane changing. I'm pretty sure I got the DV for this. Yeah. I'm going to go for this area right here. And we'll also do the little bit of retrograding at the same time. Let's up the scale a bit. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? It could be running out of energy. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a look at these SCANsat things and see what's going on with them. They seem to be doing really weird. So you can see my predicted orbit here from this burn, and we're going to go right for this blue zone here. That's going to be our goal. I'm going to just tuck that out of the way. We got this burn coming up in just 8 minutes, so we'll get ready for that. So F5. And I built this guy as an impactor. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what was being suggested and do a little biome hop. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, I won't get to it. Let's just do it, and then we'll see if it's dumb or not. So let's get to this burn. Yeah, I got to check on those mapping satellites. They're not behaving right. There's something weird going on. Let's run. Am I still time warping for no? Oh, I gotta. There we go. Press delete when done. What is okay? That's hung up on me. Run. Execute maneuver. Hopefully this will all go okay. So a little bit, mostly a plane change. Plus, we're also going to bring down our periapsis. Don't you want to land at dawn? We're going to be landing, I guess it's... Oh, that's true. Well, we're kind of committed now. We're going to be landing at sunset, aren't we? I'm pretty sure. Oh, well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use up the fuel in this guy. I'll explain kind of what's going on just a little bit. Okay, that did well. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of this. Yeah, we are landing at sunset, aren't we? So that's not exactly good for our batteries. You should be landing on the other side, so we have a whole 2 weeks of sunlight. Oh, well. That's what I did. But anyway, let's what I'm going to try and do is I got 285 meters per second left in this guy, because the whole idea of this guy was that it was going to be an impactor for this double C seismic accelerometer. Turns out I don't need an impactor for the double C seismic accelerometer. That was just me being dumb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do as much of this landing with this guy. And I'm hoping I'll have enough fuel to maybe hop to... Well, maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know. I was thinking of doing a biome hop, but maybe that's not a good idea. We'll see. Let's get ourselves closer. We'll make this work. Does Kerbalism affect the antenna powers? I'm not convinced it does, but it does make... The experiments are... You really got to pay attention to... oh, I can't time warp any faster than this. I think the antenna powers are the same as they are in stock, but you run into more transmission issues just because of all the demands of the experiments. I think that's more the issue than anything else. Yeah, I wish I could time warp a little quicker, but it will not let me. We'll just have to watch. I don't think I need this anymore. Put this on here. Yeah, I could. Well, the issue, Maxim's saying you could try at least for the biome hop. The issue is that there are experiments that take a number of days to collect their science. The gravity scan being one of them. So do I really want to hop to another biome? I'm not. I'm wondering if the cost of doing that might not be worth it. It might be better just to leave it in the biome that it's in, so it can collect all of that lovely, lovely science. Okay, I'm gonna knock off a little bit of speed here. Just like so. Okay, I can see my moray coming up here. I've been told that's the way to say it. I'll switch that to surface. I'm gonna send a rover to Lathe. Tips on getting to Lathe or tips with the rover? Are you crewing the rover or are you not crewing it? Like, there's lots of questions I have when you were asking about that. I'm gonna actually put those things, deploy them, get that ready. I personally don't find putting down rovers any more work than just putting down landers. Like, to me, and landing on Lathe is pretty easy. I just use parachutes. So that would be my advice, is using parachutes. You can use the cheat menu. Alt F12 brings up this cheat menu. You can cheat yourself into Lathe orbit and just try and make sure the parachutes work okay. All right, I think we are. I can see here the biome is now the one we want, so I think I can just come down wherever I want in here. This little, I'm gonna here cut it. This little area along here looks kind of flattish, doesn't it? So I'm gonna try and sort of kill my horizontal velocity and hopefully end up in this zone. So I'm pushing a little bit to the side. Oh. Ah! There we go. Oh, that was kind of funny. Okay. Kind of lost a little bit. I think we're okay. Okay. I'm letting it fall just a little bit now. I wasn't ready for that fuel to run out, and then it was obviously on the wrong probe body when I staged, but everything's good now. That guy's just going to crash somewhere. I'm trying to get past this sort of little hillier area. I think I kind of messed that up with the staging. Okay, where's my speed? Okay, let's do it. I want to kill this speed. How far are we from the surface? We're still a ways. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh, there's things hitting the ground. Okay, point this straight up. We're pretty much going straight down. Should be seeing a shadow at some point. Do a quick save. Will it let me do a quick save? Yeah. It's nice. The game's nice. Okay, slow down. Got lots of fuel. And now it's concentration time. Where's my shadow? Oh, a little bit of up. Oh, there it is. Oh, I touched. Thought it was higher from the surface than I was. Okay, we're there. We're there. Everything's good. That's good. That's good. Now, how's our experiments doing here? We're running. Everything's running. Get a lot. Oh, the seismic scan takes 14 days. I think I'm better off just leaving it here. And the seismic scan's biome specific. It is the gravity scan biome specific. I think I'm better leaving it here. Only for the science, so that this stuff has the time to collect. I'm hoping this will just do what it's supposed to do. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it here and let it do what it's due. Not much fuel left for a hop anyway. Okay, so that's good. That should be our second one. Let's take a look at our contract here. So we got... There we are. The two happen to be right beside each other in the contract. Okay, let's get back to the Space Center. We'll just let that do its thing. The temperature scan was off, says John. I think I mistakenly put 2 of them on there, John, but I'll check. Thankfully, I can check from here. So I will check. The big thing about lathe is actually putting that thing down on the land. Because there ain't much land on lathe. So you're just going to have to do your best to try and find some land. Okay, let's see. Temperature scan. Yeah, temperature scan here is off. Oh, you're right. Okay, thank you. There it goes. Now it's running. Temperature scan's running. Okay, now everything's good. All right. Let's see. What's going on in our building queue? Okay, I got a couple of things sitting ready to go. There's my Lunar 3. And then I got a Lunar 2. Okay, so what do I got for science? Let's get in here. I got 100 science. Oh, but this is going to take time to research too. What I really need are just bigger tanks and bigger motors. The game's just being mean to me, not giving me those things earlier. I think they're over this way. They're over this way. I don't have the... There we go. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. So we got the bores. Upgrades to those engines. The Kodiak. That's 150. I don't have the science for that. And I also want these bigger fuel tanks. Oh, those are the Rockomaxes. What's being researched? Is there anything being researched? Takes time to research stuff too. Nothing's being researched. Okay, let's see what we got. So what I'm going to do... This is Lunar 3. I'm going to hit edit. I'll show you what Lunar 3 is about. Alright, so this is Lunar 3. This is my land take a sample, which is in the term of the Science Junior, and there's a mystery goo tucked in here too somewhere. And then return. The problem is this thing is capable of getting to the moon and landing. The issue, and then coming back. It's got all the DV required for all of that. The issue with it is that I don't have like bigger decouplers. I do have, okay, I do have that big decoupler. So, do I have the big engine plate? That's the 12 engine plate. I don't have the big engine plate. What's this? Well, that's kind of neat. Don't know where it came from. I think that's a... Okay, let's see... Let's see if I can not strap together a bunch of nonsense. That's what I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can strap together a bunch of nonsense that will get this thing where it needs to be. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take away that shroud. We're gonna put a fan. This may or may not work. I don't know. Oh, my biggest fairing is a 1.25 meter fairing. See, this is the kind of thing that is getting on my nerves, that I don't have these bigger pieces. And fuel tanks. I do have this fella. Yeah, that's still the same. Do I have... Let's go to the size sorting. That one. Oh, those are tiers. Sorry. Sizes. This one? Yes. Do I have any 2.5 meter? I do have... Okay. I do have that. Oh, but then my only 2.5 meter tank is this. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Here. No. Get. Stop it. Stop it. What I want to do is get... This is my biggest 1.25 meter fuel can. I'm wondering if I can just build like a stupid booster out of this. That's what I'm thinking. Put Reliance on the bottom. Oh, I do have the Kodiak now. And this is the idea, like just do. Like if you don't have a bigger booster, make a bigger booster. So there's a pretty big booster. 3,400 meters per second, tons of delta V. That's going to get some up to it. And just kind of, it's going to be ugly and draggy, but you just push. If you know what I mean. You just push it. You just push it. So here's what I'm... Let's see. Let's see if we can do something with this. I'm looking at the thrust to weight here. Trying to get a nice core thrust. I'm going to do some radio boosters on this is what we're going to do. Okay, so we'll go with that. So I'm looking at... Oh my gosh, did I write myself a budget for this somewhere? That's what happens. You take 2 weeks off, you forget what the heck you're doing. I'm going to assume... I'm looking at my notes, which is always going to be problematic. Okay. I'm going to assume if I get this around... I'm going to assume if I get this around 2,800, I might be there. Let's see. So that's good, that's good, that's good. Let's get some decouplers on this. Decoupler, silly. Decoupler, silly. Let's just go big and wide. This is going to have the heck strapped out of it. Oh my gosh, the staging's a mess too. Of course it is. No, I want to put all these on at the same time. Well, I have no trouble with thrust, that's for sure. I'm thinking I might actually be overdoing it a little bit. This ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be very much a Kerbal rocket. If I went with a slightly smaller engine like the swivel. Where are you? See, that's a ton of delta V right there. If I can strap this together enough to make it fly, do I have big reaction wheels? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Stick those in there. I think some sort of mouse lag thing happening. And then what we'll do I have fuel lines? I do. So we'll do this. That's not what I want. Well, I am having weird mouse clicky things happening. There we go. There we go. Oh, all this on the same. A little bit of asparagus staging going. Got tons of thrust on the bottom stage. I got me a feeling. Take this off. Oops. That one. I'm thinking this will do it. As ugly a thing as this is, let's just slide this down. And just kind of... Oh dear, it's doing that. Okay, just slide these down here. If you don't have a booster that's going to work, you're going to make a booster that's going to work. for whatever that's worth. Close it. Lights. I think there's lights on the top thing, isn't there? I don't know. I'm right now it's just like, will this fly? That's more kind of what I'm interested in. Will this fly? What kind of nose cones do I got? I really only still have just these. Okay, fine. I'll put those on there. Okay, and so I like. Yeah. Let's put some struts. Okay, and do I have Separatrons? Probably not. I do not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn the thrust down on these guys because the thrust is silly. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I like some stabilizing fins. That's a good idea. Let's go with some little fins down here. I'm honestly thinking of just seeing what happens. I'm having some funky lag issues going on. It's only been in the VAB though. There. Let's put this fairing on action group 5. And then we'll take it out of the staging. Okay. So boom, boom, boom. Then that, then this. These two should go together. Then that, then that, and that, and that. It ain't pretty. It ain't pretty, but I'm willing to give it a go if you are. Okay, what, do I have any kind of... Yeah, I do have KOS in here. Do I have a boot file installed? Yes, I do. So let's save this. Let's run ourselves a little simulation. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, smart parts for staging. We'll put those in. So for now, I'll stage manually. But this is really just to test a concept. Because I was getting frustrated building the booster because I said, oh, I don't have like 1.8 good 1.875 or 2.5 meter parts, so I'm not going to build the booster. And then I thought, you know what? I should just get KSP and just strap a whole bunch of boosters together. Strap enough boosters together, you can lift anything. So I'm really thinking I might go... This might just fall apart though, of course. Let's run orbit. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting my own orbit script. I got to look at my orbit thing. It takes 2 parameters, heading. Oh, no, okay. The defaults are there. So all I got to do is run the orbit. Okay, run orbit. Let's see what it does. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay. We're off. We're off. Now the KOS script might not like this thing. That's very, very possible. But it ain't bad. It's kind of holding together. It's not wobbling. So I'm going to have to stage this part manually. Same with the fairing. Okay, and then I'll check things like lights and stuff. I honestly can't remember what I did or didn't put on that payload. But right now, I just want to see, does it get into orbit, and what kind of DV does this have when if it does achieve orbit? But honestly, so far, as ugly as this thing is, that's encouraging. What I see so far. Okay, we're going to be losing those radial boosters pretty soon. See how they work. Here they go. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Oh, good golly. I do not want to look at the aerodynamics. Uh-oh. Oh, what you doing? We're a little bit of a fight there. I don't want to look at the aerodynamics. That's going to give me information I don't want to see. It's struggling a little bit. This big stupid fairing might be... It might be better off without that fairing. It honestly might be. Someone's telling me to... Aerodynamics... Oh, now I'm too thin. Reducing throttle. There was a little bit of wobbling back and forth. It was a little weird. I'm not sure what that was. But this fairing might be... Let's push a 5. There. That fairing might be inducing more drag than what is covering up. Nah, it seems to be okay. It was controlling. It was you know, it was controlling-ish. There was some semblance of control. Okay, I'm gonna be running out of this big booster soon. So I'm gonna have to stage that. Okay, now we're on the Terrier. It should increase throttle. It did. Good script. And how much DV do I need for the mission? I wrote this down somewhere. For the whole thing, 920 for the transfer. That would be 1160, adding on the capture. Oh my god. Oh, I see I wrote it down over here. So 1040 plus 9, 2160? Does that make sense? 1960. Oh my gosh. I know I'm just saying numbers, but I'm looking at my notes. Got 1960. If I have 19... Oh, God. There's not enough fuel here. This isn't good enough. This may make orbit, but I need a bigger booster. I can build a bigger booster. But there's not going to be enough fuel for the transfer. That's the problem. There's no way this 250 is right for getting back. What's this thing telling me for DV? Oh, wait, here, this is better. This is, yeah, ignore these numbers. They're messed up. They always get messed up in simulation mode, but I think I'm going to have to trust this DV calculation here. But I think I need another... But, yeah, I need about 2,000, I think, for the whole thing to do the landing. 1160, 1960, yeah. So this is not enough. Yeah, the fairing probably did have too much drag. But I think I'm going to need more boosters. Okay, so... Oh, that's not even an orbit. I don't know why it cut it off. Okay, so what we're going to do... Let's terminate this simulation. I think I need more. Yeah, 2,000 for... No, sorry. Stephen Post is saying 2,000 for a landing and return, and no. 2,000 is just for getting there and the landing. The return capsule is a separate capsule at the top, and I'm assuming... Like, there is a separate... I should really look at this. Up here at the top. There's the return... Oh, it's being... There's the return vehicle there. And that's got 992. That's for the return. And then this is the... Let's pull this all apart. I'm debating whether this fairing's not just not worth it. And I'm just going to push. I think there's too much drag with the fairing. I think it's better with off. So this, sorry, let's just get this under control. This is 2146. And that's just yes. So I need to really make this whole business down here about, like the lifter, close to about 3600. So I do need more. I need more. But thankfully there's room for more. So, because I turned down this throttle limiter a lot. So what we'll do, take this off, take this off. No, no, no. Yeah, do that. Take this off. Just gonna make these boosters bigger. What's that gonna do for me? These are all still in a good spot. I want this to be closer to about 3600. Still got lots of thrust on the bottom end, so I can probably put on another one of those cans. Not sure what's going on here. Just a second. Slide this all up. Oh, I think the fuel lines are messed up. I can see that. And the struts are messed up. But the fuel lines being messed up are messing up the... Let's fix this. Oh, shoot. $38. Oh, it's still not quite there. Still got enough thrust. Let's make this a little bit bigger. We're starting to clip a bit into the landing gear. I'm not sure. I might be able to just turn this to deal with that part. Or maybe just turn the boosters might be the way to do that. That's another problem. One problem at a time. Let's put on a little more fuel. There we go. I don't like... There's some clipping happening between that landing gear and that, but that's fixable. I can just bring this... Oh no, it's clipping into the tank. So why don't we... Let's see. Grab this. Slide this down. Oh shoot. Just put them on again. I'm gonna put this on a cocky angle. That was just so it doesn't clip into this. Now I'm sure this stuff... Yeah, move these. Move those. Those. These struts are completely caborked. Oh dear. Oh, I hate when the struts do that. Go off on funny angles. I think that worked. I'm hoping that'll work. Put these guys back on. Just two. And we'll fix the fuel lines. Alright, so 3644 now in the booster. So I've added a lot. I still got a lot of thrust. So that shouldn't be a problem. I can even still turn this down a little bit. What do you think? Just another, yeah. I could do another stage, but why? I don't. These engines had a lot of thrust still left of them, so I think this is okay. Might put some more struts up here at the top. Not gonna hurt with more struts. So like struts along to here. I think this is gonna work. Struts to here. I think I'm just gonna forego the fairing entirely. So it's gonna go up on a bit of an angle, but that's okay. Alright, let's start thinking now. What do I have? Did I put any? That's a really good question. There are no kind of lights on this at all for landing. There are no lights. I do want to put lights on it. So, oh wait, I don't own lights. For goodness sakes, I keep forgetting the game, this stupid game, the lights are way far. Okay, no lights. I don't have lights. No lights. So we gotta live without lights. Because that is a technology we can't afford. What I can do is start playing with textures a little bit. I like the boat tails. That's nice. I don't know about you, but I like the darker colors down here at the bottom. Yeah. Do I have a dark boat tail? Oh yeah. That's the ticket. Oh, whoa. These boat tails get wider. That's wild. There we go. You know, I saw Veos do a video on a mod that he called Turd, and it looked kind of amazing. I gotta play with that for just painting ships, and I really kind of like the look of Turd. And I don't know if there's anybody in the chat or maybe later in the comments that know anything about Turd, but I thought it was pretty neat looking. Alright, so let's put on some smart parts. So we want to use the DrainX part here, and this is just going to look to stage this guy right there, and then another DrainX part on this stage down here. It's going to look to stage that automatically for me. So the smart parts will take care of the staging. In my script, do I have... That's a very good question. Yeah, it'll deploy. The script will deploy the... Oh, there is no fairing. I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Let's see if I can change this guy. Alright, I'm going to give this another test. And, yeah, it's the coloring GUI from RP1, but I love the coloring GUI in RP1. That's exactly what it is. Thank you, Stephen, that you said it that way, but that is exactly what it is. But I do love that coloring GUI. I'm inclined. Let's look at action groups. Just going to go to action group 10. We're going to put on some antennas and stuff. So we got this antenna here. We will toggle that antenna on 10. I got some little doors. Toggle that. I have no idea what's inside there. Oh, all kinds of science and batteries and stuff, of course. Oh, and I do have another antenna. Toggle that. Not sure why there's an antenna. Oh, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Okay. All right, we're going to give this a go. We're going to give it one more test launch. And if it gets up with a reasonable amount of delta V, I'm going to call it a win. I think I'm okay. Let's just simulate, see what happens. Oh, we got 1 minute to the Ariana launch just happened. Neato. People with double streams going. And this will be actually quite a boatload of science, because I think you get a lot for those samples from the moon. All right, so what do we got here? We're going to run our orbit program, and we're going to see what she does. And hopefully this one will go up. Again, it's dorky looking, I'll give you that. Yeah, okay. Oh, look at that! It scrubbed the launch automatically. Good script, good script. Okay, let's just restart. Why can't I turn off the engines, though? Oh, I have to abort this. There we go. Look at that. The script aborted. That was Kerbalism that blew up that engine. So I'm actually kind of pleased with that. Maybe upgrading those engines might not be a bad idea, but we'll restart this simulation. That's actually the script doing its job. It said, no, we can't let this go yet. Our engine exploded. That's just something that happens. That wasn't something I did wrong. I'll look and see if I should upgrade the engines or not. Maybe not. I don't know. Upgrading the engine costs money and it weighs more. Okay, let's run this again. See if it does better this time. And the fact that it's on this bit of an angle and it's going to pitch over, I would love it to roll a little bit. I could do a little bit of work to get it to do that, but I'm just, honestly, right now, just too lazy. So I'm just going to live with it the way it is. I'm also a little bit worried about this booster separation because I have no... We'll see. Hopefully it'll clear the rocket without any difficulty. It is an ugly beast. Now, somebody was asking about aerodynamics. There, I got the aerodynamic overlay on right now. Boy, the thing that seems to have the most drag is actually this can right here. That monoprop. It's a fuel canister for the fuel cell on the other side. That's what that is. Turn that off. People worry too much about drag. KSP is about strapping together ugly things and just pushing it. Put more engines on, more fuel, drag schmag. Okay, this is actually going pretty good. As ugly as it looks going up like this. Okay, we are going to come up though. I'm worried about this booster separation. We'll see how that works. MOAR Boosters. That is exactly the spirit. That is the spirit we need. Okay, we are going to separate these, and that's where I'm worried. Especially this lower one. I'm worried it's going to get blown right into the rocket. Let's see what happens here. It's just about... Let's see, I'm just looking at the DV. Okay, here it goes. Oh, well, there you go. I was worried about nothing. Worried about nothing. Okay, script just punched up the thrust a little bit. Didn't like we were falling behind our apoapsis too much. Yeah, I know. I gotta say I'm not too impressed with the tech tree. There's stuff I don't have that I think I should have. Sepratron's probably being one of them. This is flying really well, though. I'm very, very pleased. Let's do a little bit of physics warp. A little physics warping. So let's see if I can get this kind of going a little quicker. If you ask me what's my favorite tech tree to date that I have tried, and I can't claim to have tried them all, but I've tried several, it is Unkerbal Start. It is easily my favorite tech tree. But I like to try different tech trees with different streams, or else you never know. But Unkerbal Start's my favorite. It's a nice... Yeah. It seems to me that it gives you the parts in the most sensible order. Okay, here we go. Oh, we hit our 80. Oh my gosh. We hit our 80 kilometer apoapsis. And there's still a teeny tiny amount of fuel left in this guy. Can I bring down, what's the... Yeah, bring this thrust limiter down for the circularization part. Well, that's very encouraging. Oh, I guess I designed it sort of that way, didn't I? Yeah. Of course it was going to do that. So we got 107 meter per second burn to do in a couple of minutes here. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to not... I know my script struggles with staging during a burn and working out burn times properly. Never did figure that out. So I'll just do this manually. Probably just lock this to prograde. Okay, I'm going to start the burn a little early and then just not go to full thrust because it's only a 9-second burn. I'm going to have to stage right there. I'm cool with that. So, wow. It's the DV that's really weird. I got 21.7 here, but both of these are fine. But here it's saying 26. Oh, no, this one. I don't know. Not sure who's right anymore. But you know what? I'm gonna call this a win. Let's terminate the simulation. Let's get this thing starting to be integrated. Anything I was missing? That seemed to go pretty well. I think I'm just going to save this. So, save it. All of this was... Yep, save those edits. So it's going to take 6 days and 1 hour. Let's save those edits. Time we got. We still got quite a bit of time left in this stream. We'll get a moon landing done one way or the other. So I just want to look at kind of what's happening. So what do I got going here? This should really be renamed Lunar 5. I know the numbering is weird. Lunar 5 is identical to the one you saw at the beginning of the stream. Lunar 3 is being built now, but Lunar 5 is going to be done in just 4.5 hours. So what I'm thinking is I think I'll do that Lunar 5 anyway. To finish off the moon contracts. And then we'll do the Lunar 3 too. So I just to do the sample and return just for the science. Now before I get any further, I want to take a look at some mapping satellites. Because remember we were saying how my mapping satellites just aren't working right? So I should have a moon mapper. Moon mapper 1. You are not behaving. So before we go any further, before we do our next launch, I'm going to take a look at moon mapper 1. I do like the tech tree with multiple tracks. I agree with that. You can concentrate on what you want to. But I don't like the tech trees and the, you know, the stock one does this. So I think that's why so many other tech trees do it. But I don't like the tech trees that go, we're going to give you lots of little tanks. So I know you have 1.25 meter engines, but we're only going to give you these little tanks. So you have to stack a whole bunch of them on top of each other. I find that just really dumb. It just punches up the part count for no reason whatsoever. If I unlock 1.25 meter tanks, just give me all the 1.25 meter tanks. If I unlock 2.5 meter tanks, give me all the 2.5 meter tanks. Don't give me this little tanks and have me to stack them all together. I'm not a fan. Okay, what is this doing? What is this doing? It's not running out of data. The SCANsats are working. I'm just curious. It just felt like this wasn't working right, but I guess it is. It seems to be. There's no electricity issues. Electricity is perpetual. In fact, it seems to be almost in a bit of a halo orbit, like we're coming up along the Terminator here, so it's going to have a lot of sunshine. Alright, that guy seems to be fine. So, we'll just let it keep doing its job. The other one I'm a little worried about is MapSat2, which is the... Let's go to that one. Which is mapping Kerbin's biomes. Not Kerbin, Earth's biomes. Oh, you want me to right-click on the SCANsat parts and check that the SCANsat tap? Okay, I'll do that. I didn't know there was something else to do. So, okay, this guy. See, because my Kerbin map, let me show you my Kerbin map, is really sketchy. And I think... celestial body. If I go to Kerbin... Or Earth. Stop saying Kerbin. Earth. There we go. I'm thinking what I probably should do is just move this to a different orbit. That's what I'm thinking. Because I think it's just happens to be, you can see it. Oh, look, you can see it. You can see the resonating happening. Look at the orbit. That's what's happening with this one. So you can see the orbit on the map. See how it's just following along what it's already mapped? So it's just, that's why it's hardly mapping anything. So I think what I should do is just change the period of this orbit. So why don't we, I got a lot of fuel in it. Let's push this prograde. And what is my apogee right now? It's 100. Let's put this into 120 by 120 and hope just to change the period a little bit. I think that's what the problem is with this one. So, there's the Earth. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm just going to push this up a little. There we go. Straighten her out. And then we'll get up to... We'll get down to periapsis and we'll... But I got a feeling that will fix this guy up. Just change up the period so it'll fall into some of these gray areas. Oh no, I'm going up to apoapsis, not periapsis, silly. Alright. Oh, was my period a multiple of 24 hours? Did it divide into 24 just a little bit too neatly? Yeah, that could have been the problem. I didn't look at it. Like if it was 30 minutes, that divides into 24 a little bit too neatly and might be completely why I'm getting this. So something to look at for the future, but I'm hoping that this will improve things a little. Let's see. Okay, so just gonna do this manually. Put my periapsis, should say perigee, up. A little too. Oh, be careful with silly Billy. Don't have infinite ignitions here. Okay, so we're about 120 by 120. Our orbital period is 34 minutes. I think that might be right. I think I might have just had it too close to being that too close to a number that divided too easily into 24. So I'm hoping that will fix up this map. So I want to get this done. And what was someone saying about the moon map? Let me go back to the moon one and then we'll do our launch. Moon mapper. So nice being able to do this outside the tracking station and outside map view. But thank you. Who was the one? It was Adam. Adam Harris. Thank you very much for noticing that. So was it like 30 minutes? Is that what the period was? And 30 minutes, of course, goes into 24 hours like 48 times. And then it just, yeah. Somebody was saying something about clicking on this. It's running. It should be good. It says it's running here too. So I don't see anything wrong here. And then this one. Nope. Scan's going. Everything should be good. I'm just going to let this guy keep doing its thing. Okay, we're going back to the Space Center. We're going to build ourselves a rocket. We're going to do a launch. We're going to land on the moon. We're going to finish off moon programs. That's what we're going to do. Adam Harris says he thinks it was 32 minutes and 39 seconds. Yeah. It might be, yeah, maybe I should have moved it. Maybe I should have increased that period. Well, whatever. We'll see. Hopefully it'll be a little better. All right, Lunar 5. Let's build us a Lunar 5. Okay, and we're going to go to here. We're going to push that out to the launch pad. Roll that out. And we are going to launch it. I just want to get that biome map done. I do have contracts that are trying to be completed while it's doing that. All right, so here we go. Now, before we do want to hit our moon launch window, and for those people that don't know, I am. Oh my gosh, turn off this. I am at Cape Canaveral, Florida. Unfortunately, we're under cloud cover. It is under there, and it is at the perfect latitude for going to the moon, and clearly that is not a coincidence. But if we look at here, if we set the moon as a target, I finally figured this out last stream, how to do this efficiently. And if we take a look at our time to, I think it's the AN we're going to be. No, we want to do this for the DN. I think. I can't. But we want to launch into an inclined orbit that matches. But if you just get yourself underneath the moon's orbit and go due east, you end up in an orbit that is in the right plane. It works really well. So I'm looking here at this time to AN and DN. And yeah, we got to get, it's the AN that's going to come up. The DN's the negative number. It's messed up right now. So let's get ourselves close to that. I can't remember if I have to do it at the AN or the DN. We'll find out very shortly. Okay, we're about 10 minutes away. Got science coming from the moon. I like that. So we should be, yeah, this works perfectly. So if we launch due east, Earth's gravity will pull us towards the south and we'll end up in an inclination that perfectly matches the moon. It's great. Okay, so what I want to do is just time warp a little further until we're just a few minutes ahead, because it takes us a few minutes to get up there. Maybe 2 minutes ahead, and we'll do this. I just love how well this works. Like for going into such an inclined orbit, that's about right. We're about 2.5 minutes ahead. Let's try that. So run our orbit. You know, for matching a plane of the orbit, it's a big pain. But if you launch at the right time and just go due east, it seems to work just fine. So that's lovely. So if you're ever playing Kerbal-sized real solar system or regular-sized real solar system, and you're interested in going to the moon, launch from Cape Canaveral. It's going to be your friend. All right, we're off, we're off, we're off. So this is identical to the lander that you saw earlier. I think it has the grab max on it and stuff. Yes, it has the gravity scan and stuff. While it's going up, why don't I do this automation that we got to do? So when it's in the sunlight, we're going to turn everything on. When it's in the shadow, we're going to turn everything off. When the hard drive is getting full, we want to turn off just the gravity scan. And when the hard drive is empty, we want to turn it back on again. Wonderful. Okay. Meanwhile, this rocket is doing its thing. And you can see here, it's keeping track of our relative inclination with the moon, which is now at about 0.6 degrees and climbing. It ain't going to be perfect, but it should be good enough. Unfortunately, this did put us into the night for the launch, but, you know, what you gonna do? It's possible I might have launched a little too early, too, to get the inclination exactly right, but yeah, I can see that the DN, oh no, I don't know, I'm making this up as I go. There goes our fairings. Okay, just about to lose our main booster now. Well, why'd the engine cut off? Is that a good thing? Because we got to 80 kilometers. Okay. That just happened to happen. That's so funny. That happened at the same time that I hit 80 kilometers on my apogee. And that's funny. Okay, I'm actually going to just put this on. Oh, I shouldn't, no, it's still in control. KOS doesn't like it if you start putting on SAS, but what I'll do is I'll wait till I'm in space. There we go. Get locked under there, let it do its thing. And then we will kill this. Well, no, let's let it do its thing. Oh, why does it think the burn's coming up in like... Okay. I don't know what's going on. We're still going up according to this. Yeah, that burn would... I don't know what stock's thinking. Is it going to do the burn? Stock says that I'm at a big negative here. But I'm not at... I'm still 30 seconds from... There it goes. It's still 30 seconds from apogee. That was funny. I don't know. I honestly think my script did a better job than what this thing thought. It thinks I started that burn way too late, but we'll see where it ends up. You think this happened last time as well? You're very, very likely true. I have the memory of a goldfish. So I tend to forget these things. Not a lot of thrust too on this little engine, but that's okay. I don't think that was a Kraken. Well, maybe this part, the burn part here. I don't know what was going on with that, why the game thought. But it might have gotten messed up. I don't know. I don't know why it got, what was going on. It seems to be doing its job. That's all that matters. As long as this is an approximation of a circular orbit, I'm happy. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. I'm more than happy with that. Close that. Run a line onto that normal vector. Okay. I think it deployed antennas and all of that kind of stuff. Oh, it didn't. This little antenna didn't deploy. Let's deploy you. Actually, you can do it from here. I should just get in the habit of doing that. You can do them from here. It's not nicer. Oh. Oh, I'm in the automation part. Gotta go back to devices here. There we go. On and on. There we go. Okay. Map view. Let's get to the moon. Looks good. Looking good. Okay. Ooh, burn's coming up pretty quick, I think, too. So sort of a carbon copy of what you just saw. At the very, very beginning of the stream, we're just going to do it again. Put this on maneuver. Go right here. Oh. A little bit more prograde. Again, inclined orbits I like. Gonna just move the timing a little bit so I can put a little retrograde on here, save a bit of fuel. There we go, 22 kilometers. Nice inclined orbit. Should be able to pick lots of different biomes to land in. Do I have a relay network around here? I've forgotten. See, this is the whole thing. I'm forgetting everything I'm doing. Where's my relays buttons? Oh, I do. I'm good. Okay. So if I have to land on the far side, that's all fine. All right. Yeah. Let's... Why does it think I have not enough fuel? I have to have enough fuel. You're on crack, game. You're on crack. I'm not going to trust you. Run. Oh, I have to hit delete. Did that last time. Run, execute the maneuver. Do the burn in 1 minute and 7 seconds is what that says. KSP, the stock game, thinks I don't have enough fuel. There's no way. Did I not automate the Gravioli shutdown when the drive was full? I thought I did that, John. Let's look. When the drive is full, we're turning off the gravity scan. And when the drive is empty, we're turning it back on again. So that should be good. All right. Again, this is to be ignored. It's completely messed up right now. But I'm hoping this is know what it's doing. It's when I executed the program, it said the burn's in 1 minute and 7 seconds. Yeah, that's a 7. That's my coding. Not very well. 1:7. So I'm hoping this is just to be ignored. Kerbal Engineer says I have 1600 meters per second in this stage, so I trust in Kerbal Engineer. There we go. Yeah, you can see the red bars going down. My guess is that this will never catch up to this red bar. Whatever. Yeah, I probably am control. Yeah, you know what I should do? I should control from this probe core, shouldn't I? That's what happened last time when I did that separation. I don't want to do that in the middle of a burn. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know why with this guy the maneuver nodes are so messed up. There's nothing particularly confusing about this build. But there's something it's finding confusing. Okay, let's go back to map view. See how it does. Okay, reducing throttle. Here it comes. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, let's get ourselves a little closer, but that's not bad. Turn this thrust limiter way down again. I love not having to do any sort of correction on the way, though. Just go straight there. Okay. Get it around 20 kilometers or something like that. Or 18 kilometers, whatever. Boom, boom. Okay, we'll line up our solar panels again. Yeah, this is completely wrong, this 324. There's just no way that's right. What on earth are you doing? Oh, that's dorsal. I put in a D for dorsal. That's if I have solar panels on the top and bottom. This delete's not working. You're supposed to... Oh, whatever. Here. Control C. Run, align, normal. I have two versions of this align script. Well, no, it takes a parameter. Just depending on where you have solar panels. There we go. That time it ended right. Stop typing in there. Just want to roll this. There we go. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to switch control to here. That's a good idea. Oops. Is it under command? Yeah, control from here. So when I do the staging, it won't do what happened last time. I'm going to do an F5. Okay, let's get to the moon. Let's get to the moon. Warp to here. More stuff coming from them. Getting lots of science from the probes that are already there. That is super duper. I think the moon's coming at us from... Oh, no, there it is, coming at us from below. And the moon's SOI. So run circularize at periapsis. Okay, that looks good. And... just want to check, is everything running the way it's supposed to? Gravity scan is stopped. Is the drive full? Is that why? Might be. We'll let it do its thing. Okay. So, another F5. Oh, this is saying it's an 18. Don't want to do that. Getting the burn to something reasonable. I can just put it at full thrust. There we go. Okay, where's the moon? Let's get down there. I love seeing all this science coming in. How much science do I have? 217 science. I'm sure I can get another node going. 54 science from the seismic scan in ocean planet or whatever it was. My Latin sucks. Sorry, everybody. Okay. Alright, there's our moon. We'll do our insertion and then we'll look for another landing spot. Yeah, I know. The data rate for the Gravioli is way higher than the antenna can... I could have, I guess, edited this and put on an HG5. That would have made it better. But the HG5, which is my fastest antenna, still isn't fast enough. That Gravioli is huge. You know what I think I might just do? Is just throw up around Kerbin a ton of those just drop a swarm of them. And let them do their thing. And then hopefully collect a bunch of science that way. Because it's a lot of work getting that science. Alright. Just about ready for our insertion here. Yeah, the gravity scan is still stopped, but I got a feeling it's going to turn itself back on when the hard drive gets up to 90. So I'm just going to let this do its thing. It's got work to do. Okay, just waiting for the program to end. Okay, line up those solar panels again. Don't need that. I didn't even check my orbit. Orbit's fine, okay? Just check these solar panels, make sure they're good. I don't think electricity is too much of an issue. Okay, so what we need to do now, I love this orbit. This orbit is great. But what we need to do now is pick a landing spot. Oh, that's Kerbin. Oh, look, it's already better. Oh my gosh, it's already better. Has it done the contract yet? I think it might have done the contract. I had a contract to do 75%. Yes! Got the multispectral scan of Earth, and we got the multispectral scan of the Moon. Those contracts are done. Okay, awesome. Oh, I got a contract here. Oh no, it's got to be an EVA report. Okay, I had a contract here to gather scientific data from the Moon's highlands, but it has to be an EVA report, so that's obviously going to have to go on hold. We're just doing the Moon probes. Okay, so we got to pick... Well, we got to set this to the Moon, don't we? Come on. There we go. Oh, that looks so much better. That looks so much better. Got a little section here still to do. And we got some good daylight sections here. Oh, we got the Sea of Tranquility. I'm assuming that's what that is. Mare Tranquillitatis. We can probably go for that. That is... Oh, I don't know if I want to wait for the Moon. The Moon, that is right here, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Sea of Tranquility. Why don't we... what's this one? That's this red one, right? Oh, it just says major craters. Why don't we land in some major craters? Here, let's do some... We can shrink this map a bit, can't we? Oh, that's as small as it goes. Okay. So that got me a feeling the Moon does not rotate too quickly. No, it's painfully slow. I think I'm going to go for this little zone here. Where it says, whoa, don't go too far. Where it says major craters. I think that looks good. We also have this. What's this one? The blue one here. Whoops. I was hovering over here like it was going to tell me, but it does have a 2 here. Mare. I've been told it's Mare. Chrysium. Is the Sea of Tranquility. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't matter. Let's go for here. I think that looks pretty good. So let's get ourselves to about here-ish, towards the top here. We'll flip this around and we'll get her done. I don't think I'm going to need this anymore. I think we're just going to catch just the edge. I'm just looking at this. If I zoom in on it. Oh, I love SCANsat. Just going to catch the edge of this. Major craters is what it calls. If I miss it, I end up in the lowlands, which is... I've not been in the lowlands either, so it's all good. So all I'm going to do here is just burn a little bit. That's pretty good. All right, put this on surface, put this on surface, roll this so the blue is up. I think everything is good on this front. So let's do it. I wish I had lights, though. That's the only thing. The Sea of Crisis. Is that really what it's called, John? The Sea of Crisis? I wish it would say that rather than... I can see why the Apollo astronauts did not use the Latin words. I'd be stumbling over them all the time. I cannot time warp any faster. I cannot time warp any faster. I don't like this. Yeah, Sea of Tranquility right here. One day we'll get there. I mean, I could have spent some days, you know, it would have been a number of days to go around in orbit. I'm not that patient. Not patient enough for that. Oh my gosh. Should be able to see our other landers. Where's the lander one? Oh, one of them is not a lander. One of them is a probe. This guy's probably a probe too. Are you a probe? I bet you are. Rename vessel. Lander. Okay, I think we're coming up. No. I don't think this is it yet. I think it's down here. We're still like over 9 kilometers above the surface, so I think we're doing okay. Yeah, that's something else that we're seeing over here to our left. Ah, here it comes. This is what we're looking for. The Sea of Crisis, right? Is that what I'm going for? I like it. I like it. Let's knock off a little bit more speed. Sorry, I'm just turning off communication lines. They're distracting me. Yeah, there's something up. I don't know why. Yeah. It's not showing the stage here. I don't know why. I'm not going to worry about it. The stock game also is not showing that stage. Like the DV on it. But I'm trusting it. Okay, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Still space. Oh, this is space low. Major craters. That's what we're going for. Major craters. It's no Sea of Crisis. Ah, I wish I was the Sea of Crisis. I like that. But it's major craters is what we're going for. I think anywhere in here is fine. Just don't land on one of these big rocks. Here, let's knock off a bit more speed. Knocking off speed. Still 4 kilometers up. I think just down in here is pretty good. Okay. Staging. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why'd that? I didn't mean to have that on. Seemed to be okay. Let's just put her down. Well, just pushing that retrograde vector right up to the top of the nav ball. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa. An engine malfunction. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This might not be good. One of our engines is malfunctioned. Okay, I still got the other one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're landing on one engine. It seems to be holding it okay. Okay, where's our altitude? Ah, I'm on the wrong altitude thing. Oh no! No! I failed! I failed! Yeah, the altitude was over the water, and then I went to switch. I didn't realize I was low on the ground. I should have had more thrust. We were only on one engine. I don't know if people noticed that. One of those engines failed with the lovely message, but don't worry, we can still fix it. That makes me mad. Yeah. Ah, well, that's going to happen. What makes me mad about that is I think if I noticed that earlier, and that if I noticed that this switched, by the way, to water when I think I did the staging. If I had noticed it earlier, I think I could have still put that thing down. I was actually slowing down. Oh, but then I put on way too much thrust because I suddenly realized I was too close to the ground, and then it lost attitude control, and that was the end of that. Oh well. Okay, where are we? You know what? I'm thinking though, unfortunately, I'm looking at the time of the stream. Never like to end on a downer like that, but I think unfortunately I'm gonna have to, looking at where we are in the stream. We do have, I am launching these all out of order. That was Lunar 5, or yeah, Lunar 5. I got Lunar 3 being built. That is the land and return mission. So we're going to have to try and make that our lander to finish off this moon probes program. But that's going to have to be for next week. Also on Thursdays, I'm going to do this for the next little while. I got other games I'm thinking about as well, but Thursdays are going to be streaming something else other than KSP. And this Thursday, so 2 days from today, at this time, I'm going to be streaming a second episode of Riven. We're going to pick up where that one left off. So I'm hoping everybody had fun. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, everybody that's watching this at a later date. And of course, a very, very special thank you to all of my Patreon patrons and YouTube members. Have yourself a fantastic week, and we'll see you all next Tuesday, if not Thursday. Bye, everybody.